I'm going to survive 100 days in the jungle, a place full of lush nature and beautiful creatures. I will explore modded temples, tame cute animals, and build a cozy base high up in the trees. Unless the tiger finds me first, I'm not scared. It's day 1 in the jungle, and I spawned right in front of a weird cat statue. That's not terrifying at all. Let's hope no monsters are lurking, and let's get ourselves some wood. The jungle is full of dense trees, which means there are dark spots where creepers can spawn. I'm not scared of the jungle. Totally not. Let's craft our first wooden tool. Then let's go and get some stone because I see some down here. I'm just gonna dig down here and then safely mine stone. One thing I do worry about in the jungle is actually finding sheep so we can get a bed, because I don't want to know what spawns at night here. I'm already struggling to find my way back to the crafting table. Okay, there it is. Now we can craft all of the stone tools, and hopefully now we're better prepared for the jungle. Ooh, there's something creepy over there. The first mission is let's find a bed. Hey, kitty cat statue, do you have a bed? Why does the statue have a dirt block here? Ooh, there's an emerald under it. Not that I can mine it with my stone tools. I just found some melons, which is perfect because I keep falling from the trees and taking fall damage. And then we're gonna try and find a sparse jungle because there aren't that many trees there, so I can easily spot sheep. I also found this tree here, which is a fruit tree, and I think I could drop some fruit. Yay! We got a lychee! We're definitely not gonna starve in the jungle. Let's climb this hill and hope we get a better overview of the jungle from up there. I made it to the top of the hill, but I can only see jungle and some creepy stuff. And over there, I can actually see some cobblestone stuff. And there's a creepy bug, which kind of looks like the vanilla jungle temple. And that one isn't dangerous, so we could go and check it out. But first we get some food. Yay! Those are cranberries. I love that. This definitely is the normal jungle temple. Also, it's getting dark, and I still haven't found sheep. And I hear creepy noises from inside the temple. Maybe I should just be brave and go inside, even though I don't have any armor. But the other option is being out here with more monsters. And I don't feel like saying hi to them. I don't feel like saying hi to this guy either. Hello there. Oh, there are 2 creepers. Got him. Come here, little creeper. Please, no third creeper. Okay, nothing is here. Now we can go down. I still hear someone down there. I think it's a skelly. It is a skelly. Die, little skelly. Now there's a trap somewhere here. We disable that. Ooh, string. Now we get the free stuff. Iron. Yes, perfect. And an ancient dart. I don't even know what mod that's from, but that's so funny. And I know there's also a hidden room somewhere behind here. And it also has a chest. And it just has bamboo. I spent the rest of the night hiding in the walls of the jungle temple, waiting for the sun to come back. And I think I can see some light up there, which means it's day 2. And hopefully the monsters have all gone back to their creepy holes. But I'm still gonna play it safe and jump from tree to tree so nothing on the ground can get me. Look, there's a creeper under the tree. But look, I found another fruit tree. No, it fell to the ground. Now I have to go down to get it. Please no creepers, please no creepers. Ew, there's a spider on the ground. That's creepy, let's run away. Traveling in the jungle is actually way harder than I thought. I made it to the other side of the hill and I see more jungle. Come on, give me a sparse jungle. I need sheep and I cannot find any here. I had a little look on the world map and there is a sparse jungle behind this bamboo forest. But the problem is that tigers spawn in the bamboo jungle. It looks so peaceful and lush, but the tiger is lurking. So we're just gonna run. We just run and we don't look back. Ugh, there's a hole. We don't look down either. I'm stuck. I made it out of the bamboo forest. There's a cute tree and a cute bird. I love this bird. Yay! They have a baby. That's so cute. But here it is, the sparse jungle. So now let's go hunting for some sheep. I ran all around the sparse jungle biome and picked up some more melons because I was running low on food. And I also spotted a monkey with a bare bum. And it's also getting dark again, and we still haven't found any sheep. I think tonight we might have to hide in a structure again, because I'm not staying out there with this guy. Oh, he looked at me! Night was approaching fast, so I walked up the stairs of the scary structure, but it didn't turn out to be so scary because I heard the familiar ha-ha from a villager. There's a bed. Sleeping! I thought this was a creepy temple, but it looks like villagers live here. At least I can still hear him. What is that? An ocelot armor helmet. I'm a kitty cat! That is so cute! And there's also an anvil here, which I'm also gonna steal. Teehee. Let's go back up there and find the villager. There's the villager. He trades bamboo. I'm sorry, I don't have enough bamboo. Let's climb up all the way to the top. Yay, there's another platform up here. And it also has loot. Ocelot armor boots. No way we're finding cool stuff on day 3 already. I would love to explore the jungle more, but it's actually super dangerous for me without any iron armor or any diamond tools. Huh, I know, right? So the next thing I have to do is find a safe place to build my base. I think it would be fun if we live near the villagers so we can later trade with them. But I also want to fulfill my dreams of having a jungle treehouse. And these trees up there look very promising. Oh my gosh, look at this little monkey. Hello. I just picked up the monkey. I have it now, and it has no choice in the matter. Just kidding, be free, little monkey. He's creepy. And let's go up and climb into the trees, the only place where we're safe. I just fell from the trees and almost died. From Minecraft, maybe before we die in the trees, we can actually set up a little starter area on land, because this sparse jungle is nice and open, so we can have something right here. So let's chop down some trees and get some more wood. On day 4, I set up a little chest where I could dump all of my resources. Oh my gosh, that scared me so bad. Hello, Mr. Wandering Trader. Thank you for the free leather and leads. And he trades a banana peel. I don't want a banana peel. Go away. We also need more stone and iron, so I'm just gonna dig a little staircase down and then I can branch mine for things. And I hit a water cave, which is kinda ew, but they have some coal, so I'm quickly gonna grab that. After slowly and painfully mining out coal underwater, I continued my staircase in another direction, looking for iron and diamonds. And I also found a really weird modded block. It's red limestone, and I have no idea what it does, but it doesn't look like it's gonna kill me, so I can mine it. On day 5, I was melting all of the iron I'd found in the mines, and also decided I need more food, so I made a little crop field by the water. We can plant a bunch of melons, and also a little bit of wheat. I also spotted another fruit tree, and also another scary structure, which I'm definitely gonna check out once I have better armor. And this is actually a peach tree, which means we have even more food. I also have 16 iron, so we can make an iron chestplate and an iron pickaxe. So now we look really cool with our iron armor and our kitty cat slippers. Meow. And I also just got a banana from a jungle leaf. So I think when we chop down jungle trees, there's a chance that the leaves are gonna drop a banana. Then I went back into the mines to look for iron, but I hit a cave and decided to check it out. I was greeted by a creeper straight away, but it was stuck on dripstone, so I let it go boom from a safe distance. The cave was full of iron, but I also kept getting jumped by a bunch of monsters like these skeletons, which then started to fight amongst themselves and I could easily unalive them. I also almost died to a spider, but we don't talk about that. The cave went down to deep slide levels, so my greed for diamonds convinced me to go down there, which was a good decision because I actually spotted diamonds on the wall. I safely made my way over there, ignoring the noises of the Enderman, and I thought it would be only 1 diamond, but it was actually 2. On day 6, I picked up a bunch of iron in the safe parts of the cave and then proceeded to branch mine, but this time on diamond level. Then my pickaxe broke, so I had to go back to the surface, which is also a great opportunity to put all of our resources away safely and smelt the iron we found, which is almost a stack. And I can also check on my crops and grab some more food. I also spotted these giant fish in the river, and maybe we can eat those too. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. And it's actually a raw salmon, but they all look differently. I love that. And that's a giant fish in the water. I just accidentally punched this guy and look at his eyes. They go really big. Look at this. I'm really sorry, I'll stop now. But now we gotta stop messing around in the river and go back into the mines. I branch mined the whole day and went through a whole pickaxe but didn't find any diamonds. On day 8, I finally got lucky and hit a little diamond vein. Then after a lot more mining, I found more diamonds, and the best thing was that there were even more diamonds right next to them. So now we're diamond rich. And of course it's raining when I come back from the mines. But that actually fits the jungle because now it's a rainforest. Because it rains and there's a forest. Let's sleep. Now we have 13 diamonds in total, and we can craft a diamond pickaxe and a diamond axe. And then we can start gathering resources for our jungle home in the trees. The main building block is going to be jungle wood, so we're gonna chop down a bunch of trees here. And while I gathered resources, I also spotted this really cute butterfly, which was so magical. So of course I had to pick it up. I also met this really beautiful bird, which I think is a toucan. I'm so happy there are birds in Minecraft. And I think these birds like bananas. Look, I place it down. Look, bird. He just ate my banana. That is so adorable. I love this bird. And the pillagers are here to ruin my day. I'm just gonna ignore them. He spawned right behind me. Dude, that was so scary. On day 10, I had over a stack of jungle wood. But that isn't the only wood type that I want to use for the build, because we can also have bamboo wood. And there's a crow. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. I love crows. Those are my favorite animals in the world. I love crows. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Here, birdie, birdie, birdie. We can grab a bunch of bamboo in the bamboo forest, but that's also where the tiger spawns. So we need something way better than a stone sword. Another stone sword. Just kidding. There's also a really cool weapon that we can craft using flint. A flint spear. Oh yeah, look at me. I'm charging. We're gonna survive, right? But just in case, I'm bringing my bed so I can set my spawn there. There it is, the bamboo forest. Let's set our spawn and let's go right in. Hello, creatures. Whoa, I almost fell into this hole. I'm scared. Let's just break all of this bamboo, and the best thing is, using a sword, it breaks instantly. I'm not scared, my sword broke. We're gonna need so much bamboo because it takes so much to craft actual building blocks out of them. Oh my gosh, guys, I heard something. Guys, I hear something growling. Guys, I'm so scared. Ah! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Is he coming? No, he's not coming. Okay, oh my gosh. I just heard noises and then it was just there looking at me over the melons. I still need to get more bamboo. Look at this guy. He's so cute though. Look at this little kitty cat. I think the tiger just doesn't care about me. Aw, look, he's sleeping. That's so cute. I don't think he's mean. Ah! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Ah! No! Stop, 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 tiger. Tiger, please. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, tiger. Ah! I'm so sorry! I was literally frozen in place. Guys, how am I gonna get my stuff back? The tiger is still there. Dude, he's camping my stuff. Not cool. I don't want to slay the tiger. They don't deserve that. But I might have to if I want to get my stuff back. Unless I do a really sneaky sneak. Hi. You want to kill me? Should I be really stupid and try to get that bamboo? No, I shouldn't do it. That bamboo is lost forever. I don't care. I can always get more because the whole jungle is full of it. That was so terrifying. But I'm glad I didn't have to unalive the poor tiger because it was just defending its territory. And even though the tiger is now sleeping on a bunch of my bamboo, I still managed to get a lot of it. And of course, we can also plant a bunch of it here. On day 12, I crafted up the wood into a bunch of building resources. And now we can go ahead and start building a house in the trees. Basically a tree house. I'm gonna choose this tree as my starter base tree. So we just have to climb up high where the monsters won't reach us, and I make a little platform. And this platform can go in a circle all around the tree. This is the platform I have so far, so it's a little bit of space to add chests and my other early game stuff. We can also use the jungle wood to add a little trim around it, so it's even bigger. We also need a roof above it because I bet it rains a lot in the jungle, so let's go up with a bunch of fences, but the rest of it is gonna be wide open, so I can look at everything that's going on in the jungle, and also have a nice open vacation home. And I think there's still enough space up here to not just have a roof on it, but a second platform where we can live. On day 13, I was almost done with the second platform, but I went down to grab some more bamboo, and then I realized I have no way back into my base. But I think we can just use the vines, so let's make some shears. And then we just steal a couple from over here. Because then we can just climb up here, but we cannot get further because one is missing here, but then we can replace it, and now we're up here. I hope creepers can climb vines because I know they can climb ladders. I'm definitely not scared. I also finished the second platform up here, and also added a little fence gate trim connecting to the canopy of the tree. And the treehouse looks really cool already. And it just started raining, so I'm so glad I have my little roof and I'm safe under here. So I embraced the cozy rainforest vibes and decorated my base with cute furniture and all of my early game stuff. I think I'm the most proud of my little storage setup here that I incorporated into the wall. So now we just have to move all of this mess into here. But don't worry, I'm gonna try to sort it. Maybe. And at the end of the day, I had sorted all of my resources. So now we have a crafting station, the storage, and the smelting station. And up here only have my bed so far. But there are a bunch of cool modded things that we can add here. And of course it's raining again. We can make this cute little thing called a bamboo chime. So it's basically a little wind chime that can hang here. Then of course we can use the handcrafted mod to craft more chairs and tables, and also little cupboards and nightstands. And we can use all of those to decorate the second platform. We can even craft a hammer, which we can then use to change up some furniture, like these shelves here, so they can now have other things in them, like potions or books. So this is gonna be my cozy place to sit and enjoy the lovely view of the jungle. Then here's where I'm going to eat my melons for breakfast every day, and this is where I'm gonna sleep. But we also still have this empty area here, and since this is my dining area, this could be the cooking area. I don't want to eat melons forever because I need something that restores my hunger bar much quicker. But first we need a stove. So let's gather all of this clay in the river. Then we smelt that into bricks. Then we craft the stove, and we also need things to cook food in so we can make a skillet and a cooking pot. This is the first step of never going hungry again in the jungle. Dinner is gonna be so served. Now we actually need to figure out what kind of things we can cook. We can make all kinds of jams, which always need lemon and sugar, but we can also make tea, which also needs sugar. So it's time to leave the safety of my treehouse and go and look for lemon trees and sugarcane. And maybe we can discover some cool stuff on the way, like this cat statue. I wonder if this one has a secret inside here too. Yes, it does. We also have this giant building that I really want to check out, and it doesn't look super dangerous. They have flowers, they must be nice. Also, look at this beautiful bird over there. I'm so obsessed with that bird. I am not obsessed with whatever this is. Hello? How about no? It's literally a giant lizard. Ooh, it hissed. Yay, it doesn't want to kill me. That's so cute. Look at this little guy. Hi there. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What? Hey, you guys, can you help me? Please help me. Please help me, guys. Please help me. Okay, I think it's gone. That giant lizard was actually a Komodo dragon, and apparently they want to eat everything, including me. But they can be tamed with rotten flesh, and then you can ride them. Taming a Komodo dragon just made my to-do list, but first we gotta stay on task and check out that treehouse and find lemon and sugar. Hello? It looks so ominous. Oh, there are birds! This must be nice, because there are birds here. There is a giant spiraling staircase going all the way to the top. There are villagers. Yay! Oh my gosh, it's a villager treehouse. Oh my gosh, you guys have beds and an iron golem. I'm not gonna do anything bad. I'm just gonna steal a bed. And they also have some armor, so I'm gonna take some chainmail and also the iron boots in case my kitty cat boots break. They also have 1 piece of sugar. Let's go. And they have a spyglass. I'm gonna use that to spy on the jungle. All I can see is trees. Ugh, and lava. I checked out the rest of the treehouse and found a golden apple in a chest alongside some more emeralds. But then the sun was setting, so I decided to sleep here. On day 18, I decided it was a good idea to jump all the way down the staircase because there was water at the bottom, which I think is actually so the villagers don't fall and die. The search for lemons and sugarcane continued, but I also got distracted chasing down a lemur. I've got King Julian. Let's go. That guy makes really creepy noises. I also met a group of gorillas, and while that did seem super scary, they actually didn't want to kill me. And it looks like they're eating the trees. Look, they're eating leaves off of the tree and actually destroying trees in the process. Do you want some leaves? Yay! He took the leaves from me! And after watching them devour all of the leaves, it was time to stop getting distracted and get back on my task. Look, there's another monkey! There's a dragon. Dragon. Normal jungle, deadly. Bamboo jungle, deadly. Sparse jungle, even more deadly. Maybe I'll have more luck by the water. I'm just gonna craft a boat, and then we can safely explore the jungle without anything creeping on us. And we can find sugarcane. And there's more sugarcane over here. And there is a giant structure over there. Are you actually kidding me? There's an alligator. It has teeth! Look at this guy, it has little teeth! But we're explorers, so I'm going to set my spawn and then check it out. Hello there. Dude, this is so terrifying. Hello. Rawr. That guy is super creepy, and I'm gonna run away before he kills me. After surviving an encounter with that alligator, I decided to go and look for some lemons, and I did some research on the mod, and you can actually only find lemon trees in plains biomes. And there's another alligator right behind me. I think that guy would definitely kill me. Oop, nope, he's in the water. I'm going. There's a normal forest up here, so maybe behind that is a plains biome. We just have to go around this giant cave, and then the normal forest awaits us. Oh my gosh, and there's a little frog. Look at this tiny little frog. And there's a monkey doing monkey stuff. There's a tree here, but it doesn't look like lemons. We got some oranges here, which is close, but not close enough. But look, there's a plains biome over here. Oh, look, there's a bison. It's so cute. And it looks like I found the lemon trees. But if we want to take them with us, maybe we need to get the tree. Wait, but I can make lemon seeds, so then I can plant the tree again, right? So now we have everything and can get back to the jungle. Hello, don't kill me. Okay, bye. Ooh, another lemon tree. And it looks like this is the edge of the jungle, so we're back in the danger zone. And there's also yellow bamboo, which I'm gonna take home with me. Guys, there's a tiny spider! Stop. Go away. Go away. Don't make me do this, little spider. Don't make me do this. I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to go. Ooh, it was a tarantula. I'm not scared. Let's plant some of that yellow bamboo here. And we can also plant a couple lemon trees, which actually turn into these tiny bushes. That is so cute. And of course the sugar cane, so now we have an infinite supply of food ingredients. And we can start cooking. First, we actually need to craft a cutting board and a little knife. Hee. And then we can cut the lemons into slices. The first thing I want to make is some peach jam, so we have to add all of this in here and add a glass bottle. And then we're getting the jam. Let's eat it. Oh my gosh, there are hearts everywhere! A peach heart! We have a heal aura. So this is gonna help me when I go into creepy modded jungle temples. Of course, I had to make even more jam, including melon jam and lychee jam. And they all have different effects. So we also have regeneration and strength. So the jam can stay here until we need it when we go adventuring. On day 21, my cooking obsession continued, and I decided to try out melon juice, which also gives instant health. But we also need to eat something else other than fruit. So I'm gonna go spearfishing in the river and get some more salmon. We can just cook the salmon in the frying pan, but that would be boring, right? So let's cut it all up, and then we get bone meal as a side product, which is perfect. Then we have raw salmon slices, and those can go into the frying pan. So now we have a pretty good food source. On day 22, I prepared even more salmon food, and then decided to do a bunch of chores for the rest of the day to stock up on more resources, which also includes our first lemon tree harvest. But I also just found out when you click on weed with a knife, it also drops straw, which can be used to craft rope, and that one looks actually really cool as decor. I also decided to head deeper into the jungle and chop down one of those giant trees. Now I finally have 4 saplings, so I can grow the big trees here. I also want to stay up tonight and try and slay as many zombies as I can and get tons of rotten flesh so I can tame my Komodo dragon. I'm also gonna take my jam so I get a strength effect. I'm scared. Hi, Mr. Skelly. You are so smelly. I'm gonna kill you by eating this jelly. I think I'm going to need a whole stack of rotten flesh though if I want to tame this giant land lizard. Ow! Why did I get poisoned? Something just jumped me. Whoa. Oh, I know why I got poisoned. It's a freaking scorpion that tried to kill me. Not cool, jungle. Not cool. I think it's time for that strength potion. aka jam. Ha! Yes, there we go. On day 23 I had 8 rotten flesh, which isn't a lot, but I think if we stay up a couple more nights, we can totally get a stack. So I crafted a fishing rod, and then did some cozy fishing from the top of my house. I love when I remember that fishing exists and I can just have a cozy time, getting some nice resources, while also having some time to think about what I'm going to do next. I fished up a bunch of cod and other things, but when night fell, it was back to slaying creatures. Die zombie! I got swarmed by a horde of zombies, which I'm usually not happy about, but this time it was the perfect thing to happen. Also, the sound zombies make when they die is actually so hilarious. Also, why did my mango tree turn pink? You guys broke my tree, it's all your fault. I will never have mangoes again because of those zombies. What? Yay, my tree is back, and also it wasn't mangoes, it was peaches from Minecraft. Now die, spider. I also found out you also get straw when you break grass with a knife, which is even cooler. And I was even more successful than last night and got 29 rotten flesh. And the skeletons also broke both of my ocelot armor pieces. So instead of spending the whole day fishing again, maybe today I could adventure to try and find another of those villager outpost things. Because this is what it looks like, and I've seen an identical one over here, right next to a super scary structure. I found another villager treehouse and a cute kitty cat, but I also found the villager temple. And there are hummingbirds. Look at these tiny hummingbirds. But now let's get our ocelot armor bag. They have another helmet in the walls. Thank you very much. And they also have bookshelves, which I'm gonna steal. And the other loot chest was all the way at the top. Oh yeah, we are so back. I wonder if there's a way to get the full armor set. Maybe it has something to do with the villager who lives here. Which is why I think I'm going to take his workstation. And then I'm also going to take the villager. I have the villager. I'm just gonna bring this guy into my base. He definitely just took over my bed. Rude. I think I know exactly what to do with this guy. This box is only temporary and later he's gonna get a real house. But let's unlock a bunch more trades. Yes, look, he trades more ocelot boots. So next time we fight monsters, we have backup armor. And apparently the villager was done with trading for today. So it was time to wait until nightfall again. The night started off with an ambush by 3 little zombie children. But then it was just a bunch of normal zombies, so I had a pretty chill night. And after tonight, we actually have over a stack of rotten flesh. So now we just need a saddle, which we can craft by using leather and iron. And now we have the saddle. So now let's tame that giant land lizard. Oh, Mr. Lizard, where are you? Ooh, he's right there. Look, I have rotten flesh. Here. He ate all of it. Okay, eat more. Eat more. Eat more. I have a feeling this is gonna take a while. 10 years later. Taste the flesh. Yes. We got hearts. Does he love me? He's following. Yay! What? How did it just make babies? It just made a bunch of children. Hello. They're so cute. Yay, they're eating. Yay, you have children. No, no, don't, no. Your children. Your children. What the heck? He wanted to eat his own children. How could he? That poor little child. I'm gonna bring it very far away. The way he's sitting is so funny. Now he can wander. No, 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 no. Not the children. Not the children. Ah! Stop, stop, stop. Stop. Let's add the saddle and we can sit on him. Yay! Whoa! Whoa, he's so fast! And the way that guy is moving is absolutely hilarious. So now we have a creepy giant land lizard friend. And I'm gonna name him Alfred. Alfred the Child Eater. He loves that name. He also loves eating his own children. And Alfred can sit right here. Aw, he's so cute. And we can build him a little home. On day 27, I unlocked more trades with the villager, so now he also trades ocelot armor helmets. But while I wait for the villager to give me more trades, I can gather resources for a new building. The land lizard stable. I mean Alfred's home. I collected a bunch of jungle wood, but I still need lots of bamboo. Especially because I keep trading it with this villager. So I think we gotta pay another visit to the bamboo forest. But this time, Alfred is gonna take me there and hopefully gonna protect me from the tiger. Now let's get tons of this stuff. On day 28, I got jump scared by a hummingbird because it made the same humming noises like a sleeping tiger. Alfred, don't eat my bird. Don't even think about it. I think he only eats his own children, so we're fine. But I luckily didn't have any scary tiger encounters and could peacefully farm bamboo. But I did find this really adorable tree frog and also met a really cute panda. I love pandas so much. They're so cute. At the end of the day, I had a whole inventory full of bamboo, so Alfred and I can go back home before the tiger sees us because I know he's still lurking. Yep, there he is. On day 29, I got to work and crafted all of my bamboo into building blocks. And Alfred's home is going to go right under my treehouse, but of course this time it's going to be on the ground because he cannot climb up vines. And it would be creepy if he could. So we have to make a little bit of space under these trees. This is the size of Alfred's house, so he's going to have a lot of space, but we just have to dig it out. Now we have a giant box of bamboo, which is going to need a roof on top, and I'm gonna use jungle wood. I also leveled up the villager again, and now he trades the chest plate, but I don't have enough emeralds yet. On day 30, I had this cute little hut with a tree sticking freaking out, but I think it's so funny we can actually keep the tree. We just need to add a little bit more decor to the outside, like a beautiful arched entrance and some bamboo window shutters and little bamboo benches in front of it. Then it was raining again, which felt like a sign to decorate the inside of Alfred's home. I started off by replacing the floor with coarse dirt, but then I got jump scared by a thunderstorm, so it was time to sleep. But there's a lot more we can add to Alfred's home than some coarse dirt. We could actually craft a scratching post, and for that we just need to make a little bit of rope. And now we have it, and we actually have 8 of them. So we can add a giant big one right in here. Maybe it can also be my scratching post because I have cat armor. It makes sense. No, it doesn't. We can also add a little leaf pile so he can play in the leaves. I also want to craft something that can hold Alfred's food, and we can just make a little stone bowl. We can place it down in here, and we can also put food inside, and then it looks like it's in there. I also just realized we need a way for Alfred to go into his stable because I don't think this guy can swim. Ugh, and there's a tarantula chasing us in the water. Wait here, Alfred, while I kill this thing. A bird-eater tarantula. Go back to Australia. Anyway, Alfred can go into his new home, and he looks so happy in here. I love that. And we can work on a nice bridge across the river. Are you actually kidding me? The guy's on the roof. 3 leather. On day 32, I made a very simple bridge across and also worked on decorating the outside of the house using a bunch of coarse dirt and pads. And we can also add a bunch of cute little plants. Now Alfred's hut and the area around it is looking really nice, and I think we can also do something to decorate that bridge even more. We have a bunch of this straw which we can turn into rope, which we can then place on the sides of the bridge. And I think that looks really cool. I also added a really lovely sign above his house. Here lives Alfred the Child Eater, and a bunch of lizard emojis. It's his full legal name. Ew, and I think he pooped. Komodo dragon spit. Ew. It looks like an ice cream scoop. Have some ice cream villager. We're not gonna tell him where it came from. I also managed to get a bunch of emeralds again, so we can buy the ocelot chestplate. So now we almost have the full ocelot armor. On day 33, I decided it was time to give the villager a new home because he was way too loud humming and hawing in that box. And I think it would be fun if we were treehouse neighbors and he could live in the tree over there. The villager needs to be safe, so we should only be able to reach his house from my own house, so not from the ground where the creepers and zombies can crawl. So I started by making a little bridge that goes over here, and we can build another big platform. It's basically the same one as in my house over here, but a couple fences won't be enough to keep the villager inside, so we need to use full blocks. I still want the villagers to feel the nice summer home vacation vibes though, so we can just put fence gates in between the pillars. This entire thing is gonna be for the villagers, and we can even give the villager a second floor, or maybe we could get even more villagers because there are a bunch of them living in the treehouse somewhere over there, or we can get another jungle trader from that temple. So for the second floor, we also need to use sturdy walls and fences so they don't escape. And on day 35, the building was done, and my little jungle home is looking so cool already. So now we can take his workstation and bring him over to his new home. We can walk across this bridge, and then the villager can live right in here, and nothing can get him from here because it's all protected. I hope. He can have his workstation here, and I think I'm gonna bring another villager over so he has a friend. We still have another of those jungle villagers who lives in here, so we can take his workstation too and pick him up as well. Let's see if Alfred can carry the villager and me. Wait, the villager's on Alfred! Not cool. Why is the villager poisoned now? Alfred, what did you do? I'm just gonna take the villager over and Alfred is gonna follow. Apparently Alfred also likes to eat villagers. So now he can go in here, and this is his workstation. Then I tried to decorate their home a little bit more by adding some chairs and tables. And we can also add some plates and cups on the table so they can all enjoy their ice cream. Yummy! We can also pick up some cute plants and of course some flowers. And of course every time I leave my house I encounter something creepy. What is that? Hello? Die. I think that was a fly, and it was way too big. But now they can have some cute plants in their home. We can also make some crates out of some fruit we have, so they don't just have to eat ice cream. I also want to try to get more straw, so we just have to break grass with a knife. And there's an enderman in my bamboo. That's creepy. And we can craft that into canvas, and that can be turned into a canvas rug. And I think this rug has a really nice jungle vacation home vibe to it, so the villagers are getting that in their home. I also just realized they need beds, and we still don't have any sheep. But I did see some when I went looking for the jungle villagers, so we just have to find them again. But I'm going to walk there because we don't want Alfred eating the only sheep nearby. I made it back to the place of the villager temple, and the sheep is right here. And there's a second one. Let's shear them already, so at least we have some wool in case they die on the way. It was a very slow and painful journey, but we made it home right before nightfall. Now all of the sheep can go in this pen, and we can breed them, and of course get lots of wool. Now the villagers can have their beds, so their little home is completed now, and I think it's looking really nice. And this villager leveled up to master, and now we we can buy the leggings. So now we have the full set, and it actually gives a speed effect because ocelots are super fast, so when you wear the full set of ocelot armor, we can run much quicker. But don't worry, Alfred, you're still the fastest. And I have a full kitty cat costume now. And I also noticed, thanks to trading with the villagers, I'm almost at level 30, and we still have another floor in this little villager building, so we could get more villagers, but of a different profession. I'm gonna quickly run over to the village treehouse using my new fast ocelot armor, and it looks like Alfred's children have grown up. I'm so glad they made it, but I'm gonna run away before they kill me. Hey villagers, I'm back. Hello? Imagine they all died. Dude, where are they? There's only one left? Have the others all died to fall damage? Those poor villagers. I guess I'm just going to rescue one of them, but first I'm going to steal all of their bookshelves. And now you're coming with me. Let's make the jump with the villager. Yay! One villager is here, but since all the other villagers died in that treehouse, we need to find a different one. But we saw another treehouse when we went to get sheep, so we just have to walk a little bit further. It's right over there, but hopefully there aren't any crocodiles in the river. Hello villagers, if you're all dead, I'm gonna kill you. Yay, they're alive! I'm going to steal all of their crops, and then I steal all of their books again. And of course, we're also gonna steal one of the villagers. On day 40, I made it back home with the villager, so now we can have a weaponsmith, and this new guy is going to be the armorer. I want to get both of the villagers to max level, so they trade diamond armor and weapons, and we can easily get a bunch of emeralds from trading with the jungle villagers because we can just give them bamboo. So the trading began, but of course there was a lot of waiting involved because villagers take ages to reset their trades. But I was also running low on food again, so I made myself a little diamond knife and went hunting for some more salmon. Don't mind me, I'm just a cat with a blue knife swimming around underwater. But next to cooking and eating salmon, I also want to try out some new recipes. And a lot of the recipes involve chickens or their eggs, so I made them a little pen next to the sheep enclosure. We can fry some eggs in the frying pan, and then we get a fried egg, and then we can make an egg sandwich. On day 42, I continued unlocking the villager traits very slowly. And I also found a cow and locked it up next to the sheep, so we can get a nice supply of milk, which we can then turn into milk bottles and use that to make even more cool stuff like lemon cookies and a lemon tart. So now we have a really good food source that also gives us haste. On day 43, I planted a bunch of cranberry bushes and then bombed them to get a bunch of the fruit fast. And I made a bunch of cranberry cookies and some cranberry muffins. Now we have a huge amount of food with a bunch of cool effects, but I'm still very far from unlocking all of the traits with the villagers, probably because I spend most of the time making food. But we're also at 34 levels, so I think we can also make an enchanting table and then enchant the tools that we get from the villagers. So on day 44, I took Alfred to go looking for a lava lake so we can get some obsidian for the enchanting table. And I think I see some lava over there, and we just say bye bye lava. And now let's grab a bunch of this obsidian very slowly. But now let's craft the enchanting table and 15 bookshelves using all of the books that we stole from the villagers. And we still have so many left, so we can craft stackable books, which we can use as really cool decor all around our base. Now we can actually do some studying on our desk. But very cool decor aside, we actually need a place to set up the enchanting table so we can decorate it with more books. On day 45, I chopped down a big jungle tree and also saw another wandering trader who decided to spawn on Alfred's roof. But I completely ignored the trader and the noises they made and crafted up all of my building blocks. And on day 46, the wandering trader noises got so annoying that I decided to build my enchanting table place as far away from that guy as possible. So we're gonna extend the bridge from my base all the way to that tree. But there's a smaller tree in the way, so we have to get rid of it. Once I reached the tree, I built up another of my circular bamboo platforms, which I surrounded with more jungle wood. Ignore the part where I fell off the tree. But I want every single of my platforms to be different from one another, so this time we're gonna add some mossy cobblestone walls and some fences on top. We can add stairs on top and make a little arch out of them that connects to the top of the tree. Ignore that I fell off the tree again. On day 47, the main structure was done and looking very magical and overgrown. And I want this place here to be my magical tree house, so first we can add the enchanting table. And since the tree is in the middle, we cannot have the enchanting table in the middle, but I still thought of a really fun way to make this work. I added bookshelves like a little doorway so you can walk inside and you're surrounded by books and it feels super cozy. Of course, we have to decorate it more by adding a barrel that can store all of the lapis and a grindstone in case we don't like what the enchanting table gave us. And of course, a million stacks of books all over the place. But we cannot have books all over the place, even though I totally did spam them all over the place. But we also need some furniture like a desk that can have even more books. And another of those rugs at the entrance. But something is missing because I want this treehouse to give magical jungle vibes. And I think there's one item that combines magic and jungle perfectly. It's these beautiful wind chimes. And I want to have a lot of them in my treehouse, so we're gonna need tons of bamboo. And I'm also gonna grab some of that yellow bamboo. And then we can craft a couple of the green ones. But we can also craft yellow ones. And the rest of the bamboo can go to the villagers, because I totally haven't neglected trading with them. That's definitely not why vines have grown over the trapdoors, not because I barely used them. For Minecraft, we also need something the wind chimes branches can hang from, so I'm gonna get more straw. We can craft all of that into rope. I hope this is actually gonna work. Let's add some rope to the ceiling and then the wind chimes. Yay, it works! And my idea is to add a bunch of them all over the ceiling. Now the enchanting treehouse is done and it's a truly magical experience to walk through here. We have all the wind chimes in the ceiling and all of the books on the ground. So this is the perfect place for everyone who loves books and magic. But we have over 30 levels, so we can try and enchant the diamond pickaxe. And we have efficiency and unbreaking, which is perfect. We can also craft new weapons like this obsidian spear, which is stronger than the flint spear. And I want to see if I can enchant it too. We get sweeping edge and smite, which is nice. And there's also this ridiculous weapon that I have no idea how to pronounce, but it looks really scary and does 9 attack damage. And it can be enchanted with ritual slot. I have no idea what that does. Let's do a ritual and sacrifice the squid. Get wrecked. I still have no idea what this enchant does, but now we have 2 cool new weapons, which is going to be really useful later when we go and check out this structure here. But first I have to yell at my neighbors to hurry up with your trade resets. If I want to survive creepy mother temples, I need a full set of diamond armor. On day 50 I got a huge jump scare because there was a person in my base. I have no idea what mod this is from, but this girl is just in my base. She actually looks like a zookeeper. Oh, she is a zookeeper and we can trade with her. What are these expensive trades? I don't want her to die though, so I'm gonna carry her up and she can live with the villagers. That was the most random thing that happened in this world. I also started making a little cocoa bean farm because my jungle villagers also trade for cocoa beans on the very last trade, so hopefully we can speed things up now. And while I walked around looking for more cocoa beans, I actually encountered this really cute tiny monkey. That one is actually a capuchin monkey and they can be tamed and ride on your shoulder. So I just have to tame this guy, but first I'm gonna carry him home because I don't have any bananas on me. Do you want the banana? Do you want it? Please? No, I only had 2. I need to chop down more trees and get more bananas. But of course I have to do that in the pouring rain. It rains more in the jungle than it does in my forever world, which is saying something because it always rains in my forever world. On day 51 I realized there was another of those monkeys and it picked up all of the bananas that fell on the ground. But then the monkey fell into a cave, so I could get more bananas without it stealing it. Yes, I finally have another banana. And I just spotted a bigger group of those monkeys. I cannot let them have my bananas. I see another banana. You cannot get that monkey. That is mine. Give it to me. No, I fell. Yes, mine. We got 2 bananas. Now where did that monkey go? There you are. Take the banana. Please. That monkey hates me. Now you can totally guess what I did on day 52, right? I looked for more bananas. You want this banana? Please. Love me. Please, monkey. Yes. Yay! Are we friends now? The monkey is following. Follow me, little monkey. Alfred is hissing because he's mad that I got a new friend. We're still friends too. He dropped ice cream again. And I think we can also have him sit on our shoulder. We just click on him. Yay! He's on our shoulder. Oh no, he fell off. Come back up here. I think I'm gonna name him Dexter. Let me know in the comments if you know that movie that also had a monkey named Dexter. Oh my gosh, and when I ask him to sit, he lies down. That is so cute. Now our new friend can be cozy on this carpet. And I can hopefully unlock more trades with the villagers because I have over a stack of emeralds already. Seriously, they made the trades more expensive. Scammers. She saw it all. Also, why does it look like she's wearing her underwear? I only noticed that right now. Awkward. I still haven't gotten anywhere with this villager, but armor is way more important. Let's buy diamond leggings and diamond boots. And let's also buy a couple helmets to level him up. And now he trades the helmet and the chestplate. Full diamond armor and I didn't even have to go mining. Let's craft an armor stand so we can display our armor here and switch it out easily. So this is my fast jungle armor and this is my combat armor. This armor has some pretty bad enchants though. So we need more levels from the villagers. And I've done so much trading with them that I filled a bunch of chests with all of their stuff. On day 55 I had 34 levels. We can disenchant the armor. I'm gonna go for protection 4 and it's only protection 4 and more protection on the helmet. Then I continued trading with the villagers who'd made the trades incredibly expensive. On day 56 I crafted a bunch of egg sandwiches to prepare for my journey later. And I got to level 33. So now we can get even more enchants. Protection 3, that sucks. And protection 4, perfect. We have a really nice protection armor. So whatever creatures spawn in those jungle temples, we're gonna be ready. I also want to look cool when I die to monsters, so we can put the smithing templates on my armor. I am so ready to slay. On day 57 I took Alfred and together we travel to our next adventure. We're gonna go past the villager temple and right to this one. And there's a spinning gorilla on it. Alfred can sit right here and I'm gonna set my spawn. And there's a creepy hole next to it. Ooh, and a wall. That means this creepy structure goes all the way down there. These guys are just chilling and eating leaves while I'm gonna go to my death. Wish me luck, guys. I'm so scared. Please no jump scares. I'm scared. Let's go down here. Ooh. Hello there. The first thing I saw was a chest with vines growing over it, which made it impossible to break or open. This room is full of these little things. I think those are mirrors. I think I have to do some kind of riddle. Yes, a wireless network. We can redirect those lines. And they're fire. Let's redirect it to over there. Then we redirect this. Please not on me. Ah! Ah! Now on that one. Ooh, it's breaking the stuff. Ow! And there's a way down, which means we can also redirect it to break this chest over there. Ow! Break the chest. Yes, there we go. We got a mystic vine. And let's see what's in here. Ancient gold ingot and a bunch of other creepy stuff. And this block here, I think, is an ancient gold block. So we're also gonna steal those. So in this temple, it looks like we have to solve riddles to get to the lower levels. And there's a zombie down there. Get wrecked. One hit kill. Let's go. Let's go. Ah! Dude! One hit kill. Oh, there's a spawner. I'm gonna break it. Ah! Okay, that's just a piston. This room had another loot chest, so I tried solving the mirror puzzle again and burned myself multiple times, but managed to unlock the chest. A flint spear and golden apples. There's another room here that has another chest. I think we can click on this, and then it sends the signal. I burned myself again, but also the vines on the chest. And then I had to redirect the rays into the next room. Now I can go through here. Ow. And we continue in this room where we have more vines to destroy. And that brings us to the level down there. It's a nice fiery pit down here, but let's go down and say hi to the creatures. I can hear them. Skelly! Ha! Hello! Ow! Don't beat me up. Ow! I have one of those too. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, Mr. Skelly Man. And break the spawner. Poor little skellies. Ooh, there's another one. Oh, one of them died to those things. And the chest is already unlocked for us. Thank you very much. We get a little knife and more cool stuff. And there's another skelly. Stop beating me up. And this is the way down, so there's another level under us. I hope this is the last one. Ow! Let's see what monsters live down here. Oh, it's a big room, but I don't see any monsters, which is good. There's a creepy thing in the middle. Let's see what it is. It won't accept presents. Maybe it will accept some light rays. Nope, it won't. But I want to take some of these ritual rocks because I heard you can do something really cool with them. And maybe we can also take this thing. Ah! No! Dude, I just summoned a god. Ah! Okay, this is bad, guys. This is so bad. Dude, I don't do any damage. Go away. Goodbye. Dude, this is way too terrifying. No, it's nighttime. Also, why has the god lost a bunch of damage? Is he dying down there? Is he maybe dying to the sun rays? Wait, now the god bar is gone. Has he despawned? This is so stupid, but let's go back down there and check. He's gone. Oh my gosh, he died to that. He just died to that. That is so funny. So I just had to run away and let him die. And we get a fragment of rebirth, which I think is really cool. We did it. I think my favorite part of the temple were the easy to understand riddles and that there weren't any jump scares. Except that creepy god who spawned. Now let's see what we can do with all of this amazing loot. We have a jade block, which we can craft into jade. And that can be used to craft cool tools and armor. I think since we don't have a sword, we should get a jade one. It looks like a little tiny dagger. And I think I also want to make a jade helmet because it looks super funny. Oh yeah, I look like a zombie. And there are some pretty cool things we can craft with this fragment of rebirth. So let's craft a wand of radiance. It can shoot solar rays. And it looks so cool. On day 60, I messed around with my new weapon, which shot a powerful sun ray. Oh my gosh, I just burned everything. Whoopsie. We've got a bunch of cool weapons, but right now I'm so done with fighting. But we won't be done forever because there's another of those modded structures here. Before I throw myself into danger again, I actually want to expand my base and build a huge tree house in this big tree. I moved my bed to the side, so now we can build another bridge going over to the tree. On day 61, the bridge was done, and I think it's my favorite one so far because it's basically a giant organic staircase going up here. I want this tree house to be an animal sanctuary, so we're gonna have animal enclosures on several floors, and we could build a beautiful home for all of the jungle animals like my monkey Dexter and maybe even a couple birds. But to bring that vision to life, we need a lot more resources. I have to get a lot of jungle wood but also sand, so I want to get an enchanted axe and shovel, which means the villager trading is back on. Maybe I can finally unlock his diamond trades. And this guy here is back again. Ooh, wait, I can try out my new weapon on him. Taste the sun! Oh my gosh! But then it started raining just as it got dark, and that is perfect because I need rain to summon something super cool using some blocks that I got from the creepy dungeon. We just place these ritual rocks, and then we click on them with a mystic vine. Oh my gosh. Hello. Now we have a giant ancient creature. I'm scared. Don't kill me. And I think we can actually ride it. Yes, we can. Oh my gosh. I'm a cat sitting on a cat. At least it looks like some kind of stone cat. And it's also really fast. And it has so many hearts. Wait, and when you press sprint, it goes super fast. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. And the best thing is that it can walk on water. And after spending all day running around on land and of course on water with my new cat friend, it was time to get back to work on day 64. I tied up the cat on a little fence post and a hummingbird came to visit. And don't be jealous, Alfred, I still love you. I also finally leveled up the weaponsmith and we have a diamond axe for sale. And we also have 33 levels. I still have a tiny amount of diamonds left so we can still craft a shovel. And let's see what cool stuff we get. I'm breaking on the shovel and fortune, please, yes. And efficiency and silk touch on the axe. I want to get efficiency on the shovel too, so we're gonna try again later. But for now we have a super fast axe and can get tons of jungle wood. I've collected almost 3 stacks of wood already, but I also just came up with a really cute name for this little kitty. I could only summon her when it was raining, so her name is gonna be Rainy. On day 66 I finally had 30 levels again, and this time I can get an efficiency shovel. Now we can take our new friend Rainy and ride her over the water. And I need to find a big sand patch. Cave. I just fell into a hole. I'm so sorry, Rainy. I definitely have to watch where I'm going when I'm riding so fast. It still doesn't stop me from going fast though. But here we have a bunch of sand. I need several stacks of sand, but thanks to the efficiency shovel, it's going super fast. I have 5 stacks of sand. So let's go back home and not fall into another cave. Now we just have to smelt all of the sand into glass. And I also want to use white stained glass, so we need white dye, so we can slay a bunch of salmon. And on day 67, I had half a stack of salmon, so we can cut that up and it's gonna drop a bunch of bone meal. So now we can craft lots of white stained glass. We have to get back to work though, and I'm gonna bring up the walls using stripped jungle wood, and then all the glass comes in because I'm gonna fill the parts in between the logs with windows so the animals are safe inside and we have a beautiful view of the jungle around us. And I found out there's a cool modded yellow bamboo door, so we can add this in here, and I think it looks really cool. We also need a ceiling though, so on the next day I worked on that, making it as decorative as possible. And I also fell from the tree, but I clutched on the vine, which was so pro Minecraft. But the ceiling turned out really well. Now we just built the same thing again with more pillars and more glass. Day 69 was a nice day because I finished the second floor and I love this building so far. But this place up here could be a little viewing platform because we have a lovely view of the entire jungle and all of its creepy structures. So let's bring up more pillars and also add more leaves up here to make it wider at the top. And with this final decor, the treehouse building is done. Before we can bring some animals in here, we have to decorate the enclosures, starting with this one down here, which is going to be for all the monkeys. So we have to decorate it with all of the monkey related things. I'm gonna quickly go down into the mines and pick up a bunch of gravel, and then we can craft black concrete. And there's something really cool we can craft with this, a tire swing. We add some rope hanging from the ceiling and then attach the swing to it. We have 2 of those here, and this one right here where the monkeys can sit on it. I also have some scratching posts left over from Alfred's house, and as a light source we can add those cool golden torches from the temple. On day 71, I discovered the cute world of animal plushies, and they just need wool to craft. So I took Rainy and went on a hunt for all of the dyes. We got some red and yellow flowers right here, and also came across another lemur, which I took. And the lemur can actually ride along on Rainy, so we just found ourselves the perfect animal transportation. Now this guy can enjoy the tire swings in his new home, and I will go look for more dyes. I'm gonna take Rainy over to the plains biome where I found the lemon trees, because that's probably the best place to find more flowers. And being able to walk on water makes this so much easier, and there are a bunch of flowers already. I found a crow. I steal, and the crow rides along. That is so cute. Caca! On day 72, Rainy, the crow, and I continued adventuring, and I found more flowers that I needed. And I also saw some sneaky little raccoons running around the forest. But I think now I have everything, so let's go back home without falling into a pit. I definitely need to build Rainy a home later for all the work she's doing. We can dye the sheep in all of the different colors we need. Now we just have to wait for the sheep to eat grass and collect tons of wool. While I waited, I also decorated the room more and added some tables. And I also want a cute place to sit so we can craft some cushions, which we can actually place down on the floor, and then we can sit on them. And the lemur is in the ceiling. On day 74, I could finally craft the first plushie, and it's looking really cute. Look at this tiny little monkey. We need more of these. And after shearing a bunch of sheep, I crafted a mandrill plush, which I can also turn into a hanging mandrill plush, and it can actually hang from the ceiling. It looks so cool. I also crafted a hanging gorilla plush and a big gorilla plush, and I think this one is my favorite. On day 75, the first enclosure was done and looking really cute. We even have some food for the animals and a lot of places they can play and enjoy themselves. Now we can move on to this room up here, where the crow is making loud loud noises. I crafted up a bunch of modded items that are gonna help the birds feel at home. So we can have tiny bamboo feeders hanging from the ceiling, and these wall forages look like little bird nests. And we can actually add food in here, and then it looks like it's in there. I also added a little sitting area so I can sit here and have dinner with the bird, plus a pedestal feeder and little perches where the birds can sit on. But there's one more thing that's missing: more plushies. And these bird plushies are so adorable, especially the big one. Now that both of the enclosures are decorated, we just need to figure out what to build up here. Now that we have wool, we can craft a jungle couch. So up here we can have the couch, a small little table, and a huge amount of books everywhere. Now we can sit here and watch the sunrise. We also still need to invite a bunch of animals to come live in our enclosure. So let's take Rainy again and look for some birds. Ow. No, not the cave! Dude, that was the same cave again. Why am I like this? Ah! I found this really cute bird here, so it can sit on Rainy. We can only transport one at a time, so we're gonna have to make a lot of journeys back and forth. Also, the crow's on the perch, and it's so cool. Rainy has also taken a bunch of damage because we keep falling into caves. So I brought my gem with heal aura, and maybe it's gonna work on her. Yes, Rainy's healing! So now let's keep exploring and bring home more animals. I picked up another bird. And on day 78, I also found a blue era, which reminded me of the bird from Rio. I also tamed one of the vanilla Minecraft parrots. And it can also sit on the perch. I also learned something super funny about Dexter, the little monkey on my shoulder, because when I punch an enemy, he's gonna throw stones at them. Get him, Dexter! Good monkey. On day 79, I learned that I can also tame gorillas using bananas. So I spent the whole day chopping down trees trying to get more bananas. I've got 9 bananas, so let's take Rainy over to where we met the gorillas. And I almost fell into that stupid cave again from Minecraft. And here they are, eating leaves as they always do. You want this banana? Do I have to throw it on the ground? Eat the banana. Oh, look, he's eating the banana. You love me now? No, he does not. Eat the banana again. Yay! We got a gorilla friend, and he's eating more leaves off of this poor tree. But now you have to come with me. Maybe he can sit on Rainy. Yay! Look, we're besties! That is so adorable. And that looks super weird. I don't want to put him in that tiny enclosure with all of the monkeys though. So let's take him all the way to the top, and he can sit on my couch. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. We got a gorilla on the couch. So now I have a friend up here, and we can look at the jungle together. And I totally have to name him Donkey Kong. Now I have a lovely enclosure that's full of monkeys and a bunch of birds. But now the animal enclosure treehouse is done and looking really cool. But I'm not done with the gorilla just yet because that mod has a little Easter egg. Let's go back to the villager treehouse and let's steal another villager. And he can also ride on Rainy's back, which is really cute. This villager can be our librarian, and we need to get his trades all the way to max level, which I finally unlocked at the end of day 82. Now we can buy a name tag and rename it to Donkey Kong. And when we give it to the gorilla, he will actually look like Donkey Kong, which is so cool. So now we have Donkey Kong sitting on our couch. On day 83, I decided it was time to be brave again and prepare to fight more modded jungle temples. So I made a bunch of jam, especially the one with regeneration. And also found out we can put the jelly on a bread and then it still has the effect of the jam. So now we have a bunch of food that is going to help us fight potential bosses. And also I have 31 levels, so we can enchant the jade sword with knockback and looting 3. Now let's switch into our diamond armor and let's take Rainy on a little adventure. I want to explore every structure in the jungle, and there are 2 that I haven't visited yet. The first one doesn't look scary, so we'll start with that. It's this thing up there. Hello. There's a spiral staircase going up, and it seems it's just a cute little friendly treehouse. And we get some free loot. That was super chill, so now we have to go over to the super scary thing. The creepy structure that's all the way over here. We just have to run across the water towards the place where we found crocodiles, and it's still over there, and we're gonna ignore it because I'm scared. And this over here is the creepy structure. I'm totally not scared, so let's set our spawn and let's put some of our extra loot in the chest in case we die. This is going to be creepy, so let's go inside. I wonder what things await us in here. Ooh, a chest. That is so trapped, obviously. I'm still gonna open it though. Nothing happened. Free stuff. Guys, I just heard something creepy. Hello? Ah! Who are you? So things can come out of the floor. That's really lovely to know. There's a lever. Let's do that. Ah! Real nice trick. Real nice. And you can go away. And let's see what's here. Oh, another trap. Nope, it's a ladder down. Now that is terrifying. Oh no, there's a... Ah! Dude, why? And that is creepy. What's in the chest? And it looks like here's another room with a nice dripstone trap and a spawner. We need to get over to the spawner and break it before the monsters creep on us. Hi, spawner. Ah! What was that? No! Dude, who are you? No, they spawned from the spawner. Those are skeleton blazes that are poisonous. No! Go away. There's another spawner here. Bye, blazes. And let's get over to that chest without dying. Ooh, more free stuff. I found a chili pepper. Let's eat it. No! I'm on fire! Why did I think it was a good idea to eat strange food found in a creepy temple? Now we have to keep going, which means going through there where this guy awaits us. Oh, it's a lot of these guys. Hi, guys. Ah, die. Oh gosh, it's so many. It's so many. Die, you creatures. There's the spawner. Break it. Break the other spawner. Go away. And let's loot this chest. I also saw this room has another statue, which means there's gonna be another boss when I break it. But I don't want to fight that guy in a water room, so I'm gonna spend a long time getting rid of all of the water. Now all of the water is gone and we can fight that creature, but I'm gonna set my spawn here again. I've got all of my food and I'm so ready for that creature. I'm not scared. Ooh, I'm scared. Ah! The smelly lord! No way, that is so funny. Die. Die, Mr. Monkey Man. Monkey Man, Monkey Man. Dude, he gave me nausea. That's not cool. No, this is bad. Oh, he can't get through because I blocked it because of the water. Let's show that smelly lord how smelly we are. Rah! Rah! No, this is the worst, but we can do it. And these guys have to die. I basically fought that monkey boss with closed eyes because the nausea effect was actually making me dizzy in real life. So I'm even more pro Minecraft. No more nausea! No more. No more. No more. Die, monkey man. He teleported outside! Dude, this is my safe space. Stupid creature. Stupid Ah, hello again. Die, Mr. Monkey Man. I died again. I died again. Dude, he's almost dead. He's almost dead. Punch him with my hand. I died again. Die, you stupid. I almost got him. Die. I'm so glad I set my spawn down here. This is such a great death loop. Can he die already? Where's my stuff? I swear if all my stuff is gone. Oh, I killed him. Nice. Let's go. I got this cool thing. I'm gonna hide in here. Oh my gosh, there are so many. No! Oh, my food is down here. I think it literally destroyed all of my stuff. All that's left is this. I'm gonna die again. Ah! I just need my stuff, which is down here. At least I put all of the loot away, so that isn't lost. And we got that fragment of death from the smelly monkey lord. Die, you stupid monkeys. Get absolutely wrecked. Ooh, they dropped a mask. At least now I have a little piece of armor back. Now we just have to get out of here and scaffold all the way to the top again. And since my pickaxe broke, I have to break blocks with my bare hands. No, no, no. I hate those creatures. Let's take all of our loot. And let's take Rainy and run back home. That was so terrifying, but I'm glad I didn't run away and I fought the boss. And let's see what we can craft with the fragment of death. We can actually make a totem of undying. Or we can make a fist of doom. I want the fist of doom. This is going to be so silly. Destroyer of worlds. Yes. Wait, that's the effect the monkey killed me with. Now I have it. Oops, that was not on purpose. It totally was. We also got a bunch of jade, and since I lost my diamond pickaxe, we can make a new jade pickaxe. And I think I'm also gonna make a couple of jade armor pieces. I think we can even have the full set because we already have the helmet. So it can go in this armor stand. So here we have the jade, and here we have monkey face because the diamond armor is gone forever. On day 88, I recovered from that creepy temple by making more food and trading with the villagers. And I'm gonna put on my new jade armor, which actually gave me an achievement. And I think I'm gonna wear the monkey helmet with it. And I can actually remove the mask when I shift click and put it back on when I jump. But we need that armor because I actually want to go back to the temple. Not to slay more monsters, but to collect the resources so I can build a house for Rainy. But the monkeys are still there, so I need armor to defend myself. But before we go back to the temple, we gotta get back to 30 levels, which I reached at the end of day 90. So let's enchant our jade pickaxe with efficiency 4. And I'm gonna go right back to the temple and steal the modded blocks off of the walls. I also uncovered where those creepy monkey dog creatures kept coming from and broke the spawner. And next to the ritual rock, I also want to use a bunch of jungle wood and the block that was found in the other jungle temple, the red limestone. So I also went back to that place and stole more things out of the walls. Now we've got all of these resources, and I chose this spot under the treehouse for Rainy's home. We just have to get rid of the leaves and terraform the area. I also lit up the surrounding area so we don't have any creeper incidents, so now we just have to build the walls. I used all of the ritual rock blocks and it's really giving ancient structure already. And for the roof we can use a trim of limestone, and then we can fill the middle with more limestone. I also added a bunch of jungle wood and made it all overgrown by leaves. I tried to make it around the same size as Alfred's hut, so he knows I'm not playing favorites. Wait, where's Alfred? Oh my gosh, I was so scared he was gone. He just went all the way up there. Now we just have to decorate the inside of Rainy's hut, and I have a bunch of silly plans for this. First up, we got a nice coarse dirt floor and leaves in the ceiling. And then we can craft a lion plush because that's the closest thing to a camp plushie I could find. Look at this cute little lion plushie. I love it. I also crafted a pineapple piñata and a puzzle feeder to encourage Rainy to play with with her food, and also because they look really funny. I'm not even sure what ancient stone cats would eat. And so Alfred isn't jealous, he's also getting his own puzzle feeder. And on day 98, I'd finished decorating the interior, and this is Rainy's little room. And I also made a path connecting Alfred's and Rainy's home together. And I think now my jungle treehouse base looks really cool. But it's only day 98, so we have a couple days left to do something stupid. I want to go see the tiger again, and his favorite food is chicken. And we have lots of that from the Fist of Doom incident. So let's go over there and say hi to the tiger. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Hi, kitty cat. Oh my gosh! I have Tiger's blessing. That means we're friends. I took the tiger. I took the tiger. I just put the tiger in my base. This is the most ridiculous idea ever. Oh, he's sleeping. That is so cute. He's gonna kill me in 7 minutes though. Ah! What is he doing? No, no, no. Not my villagers. No! This was a bad idea. Now let's leave again because there's one more creepy jungle animal that I want to meet. The crocodile who does a death roll underwater, and I totally want to see that. Let's leave my stuff here again and set my spawn. And I saw the crocodile somewhere over here. There, I see it. Let's swim over and say hi. Oh gosh, this is so scary. I have rotten flesh. You like that, right? No, it likes me. Hello? I thought it wanted to kill me. What? Ah! It wants to kill me! It wants to kill me! Dude, okay, that's the death roll. Okay, that's terrifying. Let's leave. I have encountered a crocodile. And after that stupid and reckless adventure, I rode Rainy home one last time. And on day 100, I watched the sunrise together with Donkey Kong. Let's also display my most powerful weapons in Alfred's home, because I think he's the most responsible person to take care of them. We survived 100 days in the jungle and created this really cool treehouse base, and it just started raining as I said that from Minecraft. And it literally is a thunderstorm on day 100. What a timing. Now there's a beautiful rainbow over my base, and I hope you enjoyed this jungle adventure. Please consider subscribing and let me know in the comments what kind of 100 days I should do next. The tiger is always watching. Okay, bye!